Just down one end of the road. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm just going to get out there and do another thermal scan. Now we are on top of a mountain.
What is Bigfoot? A myth? A legend? A hoax? Or a real flesh and blood creature? What about the reported sightings of Bigfoot? They can't all be misidentified animals. And how is it that most Native American cultures have stories about Bigfoot? After 2 separate sightings of a Bigfoot type creature, I needed answers. I have now been researching Bigfoot for over 15 years, and I feel that my journey has just begun.
Hi everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're up in Delta, Alabama, up in the Talladega National Forest. And the reason we're up here is because this is a area right here where we're at that has sort of been deemed a hotspot for Bigfoot activity. People say they see it crossing the road. People say they hear it holler at night. So we come down here to check it out. Now I'm gonna deploy everything I've got. That includes trail cameras, parabolic microphone. I'm throwing everything at it but the kitchen sink because quite honestly I couldn't get the kitchen sink out of the house without my wife getting mad. But we're out here going to give it a shot tonight. We're gonna see what we can see and listen for what we can hear. That's what the deal is tonight. I'm gonna be running the thermal, the night vision, everything. So I'm with Mikey from Manning's Jeep Adventure. Him and his wife are out here, and he does a lot of Bigfoot research with me. So he knows what's going on with the way I do my research. So this ought to be a very interesting camp, investigation, whichever way you want to look at it. That's what we're going to do tonight. I'm going to get back up here to the camp area and get set up because we got a late start today, and we want to be ready when it gets dark. So I'll catch back with you in a little bit once we get everything set up. All right, everybody, I am set up for a night's full research. I've got my parabolic microphone, I got my thermal, I've got my camera with the light on it so I can walk through the woods with it at night. I've got my night vision, and I'm gonna be pulling it out here in a second. But yeah, I got all that stuff. I'm gonna be running the thermal on a recorder so that if there's anything caught, I'll be able to let y'all hear it. But it's getting late in the afternoon, so me and Mikey are fixing to put out a couple of trail cameras, and well, I reckon we're out here looking around to see if we can find a place to put them. But I'll catch back with you in a little bit. All right, that's my first trail camera out. This camera right here is one of the cameras that only takes pictures. I've had these for quite a while. If there's anything out here that kicks them over, this thing will catch it. That's what I like about them. They're reliable. But it'll be shooting off right down through there, and there is a trail right there. I want to see if we catch anything on that. And I've got 4 more of them to set out and 3 with video. So let's get going. Okay, here's an update. We have put out the cameras. Mikey put out some and I put out some. Some of mine are picture only, some of them are video. I put the video out mostly around the campsite. Cameras that takes pictures, I put them on a few trails that I found. But what we're going to do, we're going to keep an eye on this road right here, both ways, with a thermal. And I'm fixing to go over there and sit down and just sit and listen for a little while because it's getting time for a Bigfoot to do any locator calls. Now, according to what Mikey told me, There was a man told him that every time he come up here, he saw or heard some activity of a Bigfoot. So that's why we're up here. We're hoping that that happens for us. And we're hoping we can get it on camera. One way or another, I'm finna put out the parabolic mic too, but the way it sounds right now, I think all I'm gonna get's a whippoorwill. But we'll catch back with y'all in a little bit. Alright, so we're just sitting here listening and waiting for something to happen that probably ain't gonna happen, it don't look like. But we're sitting out here waiting for it to happen. Earlier today, when we were setting out the trail cameras, we did have a bunch of coyotes just started up. I mean, all of a sudden. And then just as quick, they shut up. So, and we haven't heard them since. So, don't really understand that, but I'm glad they're not out here raising all kind of hell all night long. So, of course, they may start later on tonight, but whatever. We're just out here waiting for it to happen. Whatever it is. Okay, everybody, it's 9:15. We had a little bit of a disturbance over here on the other side of the road from where we're sitting. Got up and started looking around with the thermal. Never did find nothing with a thermal. But as we're standing in the road looking down the roadways, something started throwing rocks toward where Mikey and Nikki had their hammocks set up. Come over here, can't find nothing on the thermal. But we all three heard the rocks being thrown. Any more activity like that, and I'm going to actually pull out the parabolic microphone. I didn't want to pull it out until we had some activity, but I think rocks being thrown is activity enough to warrant pulling that out. Mikey's trying to get a little bit higher elevation so that he can look out through the woods with his thermal. And if anything's going to happen, I think it's happening now. All right, we got some movement again. That's Mikey and Nikki's hammock right there, the purple that you see. And we hear something right over in that area. But we're not catching nothing on thermal. It may be time just to pull out a shot spotlight. Now, if you hear something right there, that is a bug at my electronic zapper. But something's moving through these woods and we can't catch it on thermal. Now that's Mikey. If you hear something right there, that's Mikey coming off of his truck. He got up to a higher elevation so that he could look down better on the over the brush. But we're not catching nothing on the thermal. Neither one of us. Oh, we'll catch back with you in a little bit. All right, y'all, got an update for you. We have found something up in a tree, and quite honestly, according to what we've seen, it looks to be pretty darn big. Running it through the thermal, it looks like you can see in the shoulders and the head of a Sasquatch type creature. Unfortunately, my thermal does not focus on it that well. Mikey can't find it on his night vision to see if he could focus in on it any better, but both of us have found it on our thermals, and it looks to be about 60 yards away. Mikey?
Yeah, something like that.
About 60 yards away. We're going to keep an eye on it, and if something comes up from it, we'll give you a holler. But the tree that it's in, that is one hot spot in that tree, and the tree is cooled off. It's just a real hot spot, but you'll be able to see that in the video, so check this out. Mikey's going to put his night vision on it. His night vision records. Maybe he can focus on it a little better. If he can, he's going to have to give me a copy of the video. But y'all, that's what we got right going on right now. And just from watching my shaky hand, the top part of that looks like a head with shoulders down at the bottom part. That's even hotter. And it looks to me like every once in a while it's turning toward us and then turning away. If Mike can get that on his night vision and record it, maybe he can focus in a little bit better.
It looks like the track that moving when Mikey started moving around.
It did for a second. I'm gonna have to start putting this thing on a tripod. What I don't understand is why I don't see no more of the body.
Like the leaves are blocking it.
I reckon foliage is blocking it. But let's go up and go down. That's the rest of the tree. It's not near that hot. Yeah, that's what we got.
You were on it just for a second.
Well, it's about 10:41 right now, according to Nikki, and what we're fixing to do is I'm fixing to do a wood knock. And Mikey's got his thermal sitting right there on that hot spot. Now, we can't figure out if it's a bear, a Bigfoot, or whatever it is, but it's moving. But we're fixing to do a wood knock and see if we can get any kind of response out of that thing, see if it moves when we do the wood knock. I think we woke the whippoorwills back up. Mikey, did that thing move?
Mm-mm.
Okay, everybody. We done the wood knock. Mikey was watching the hot spot up in the tree. It didn't even move, so we don't know what that really is up there. We haven't heard no wood knock back, so we're just gonna sit around and wait a little while longer and see what we can find. I'm gonna shoot some more thermal down the road, and we'll catch back with you in a little bit. All right, everybody. I'm the only one up now. Mikey and Nikki have done and went to bed, and now it's just me. Of course, I wasn't planning on doing a whole lot of sleeping tonight. I was planning on just doing the research, so that's what I'm out here doing. Now, one thing that I have about ready to do is there is a stump over here, and see if I can get it on video. That stump right there, that thing has made me wonder what the heck it was several different times, so sort of freaked me out a little bit. Oop. There we go. All right, it sort of freaked me out a little bit, but I'm just gonna walk this little road right here a little piece. See if I hear anything. I did walk down here a little while ago, and I heard some whistling sounds, but I didn't get them recorded. But yep, I'll be back to this area, but I sort of like it. As of a while ago, that heat signature is still up there in that tree, and I'm just gonna keep an eye on it tonight. And then if it's still there in the morning when we get up, we're gonna see if we can't find out exactly what it is. Alright, dude. But that's the way it is, y'all. I'm probably gonna go sit in the Bronco for a little bit, and I might take a nap. I might power through, and I might take a nap. I don't know. But I guarantee you, it'll be a real light sleep if I do. But we'll catch back with you in a little while. Okay, everybody, one more thermal before I take a nap or go to the Bronco and relax a little bit. Just down one end of the road and back up the other end. Oh, we got something moving across the road. Armadillo. All right. So we got Mikey and Nikki's camp set up. But all right. I think I'm going to go take it easy for a little while, get back up and check it again in a few, and do that for the rest of the night. All right, everybody, thermal scan is not showing really anything. Let's walk out here to the road. Nothing's crossing the road. Nothing down that way. I'm looking up in the trees. Around the side of the road. Now, I want to get over here and I want to check and see if our little buddy's still up here. He doesn't look to be. tree. It doesn't look like there's anything up this way. So we'll check again in a little while. Alright everybody, it is 4:30 in the morning. We haven't had a whole lot of activity, so I haven't been scanning but every 2 hours, but it's time to do another scan. And I'll let y'all see what I find. If I find anything at all, or if I don't. Y'all see it on the thermal. Alright, let's take a walk around. There's You're not seeing a whole lot of anything. It sounds like the world is waking up. There's that stump that I keep seeing. But there are no thermal hits. So we'll catch back with you in a little bit. Well, good morning, everybody. It's about 10 minutes after 6, and I pretty much stayed up all night last night. I did do a little power nap snoozing, but not much. But today I decided I'd get up, walk around, walk down this little road right here, see what I could see, listen for what I might be able to hear. Won't be long before I'm going out there to pick up the trail cameras and getting ready to head to the house. But right now, I just want to sort of see what's going on out here, what the place looks like. Ain't that bad. Now we are on top of a mountain. But other than that, I really can't tell you a whole lot. But I'm gonna walk down this road a little piece. Okay, we're gonna call this one today. I pulled up the trail cameras, and as usual, if there's anything on there, it'll come up at the end of the video. If anything special comes up there, there'll probably be a little bit of a footnote from me about the clip, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. But yeah, we're fixing to break up camp and head toward the hacienda. We'll check with y'all again on another video. Y'all have a good one, and bye.